Celebrity Scoop Season 2025 الآن على MBC 1.
Welcome to Celebrity Scoop, your
Welcome to Celebrity Scoop, the inside looking at film fashion.
We give it up for some musical stars who've taken Hollywood by storm. And zoom in on one such star, the charming Jonathan Bailey. But first, 5 of the top 10 celebs who had the internet buzzing all week. Victoria Beckham has once again reiterated her assurance that she has never had any plastic surgery done on her face. In a recent interview about cosmetics tips and tricks, the former Posh Spice, who's revealed that she does her own makeup about 95% of the time, declared that a lot of people still come up to her asking what she's had done to her nose, adding that she's never, ever had anything done to it, and that the reason it looks different is all down to her expert contouring skills, as seen in the many tutorial videos she posts on social media. This isn't the first time Victoria's been forced to deny rhinoplasty rumors. She previously stated that she's never had a nose job back in 2022 while filming a video with makeup icon Charlotte Tilbury. However, the fashion icon has admitted in the past to having undergone breast augmentation surgery when she was younger. Nicole Kidman has revealed that she almost retired from acting back in 2008 after welcoming her first child with her husband, country crooner Keith Urban. The Oscar-winning actress shared in a recent interview that when little Sunday Rose joined the clan, she felt ready to leave the dazzling lights of Hollywood behind to focus on family life on the clan's farm in Nashville. However, her mother, Janelle Kidman, who sadly passed away this year, encouraged her not to quit entirely, advising Nicole to just keep one finger in the business. Thankfully for her many fans, the Australian beauty heeded her mom's advice, and not only did she return to acting and has released a ton of great projects for screens both big and small, but she's also earned 3 Academy Award nominations in the years since, for the movies Rabbit Hole, Lion, and Being the Ricardos. The talented star shared in the same chat that she now understands her mama's counsel as coming from a place of generational wisdom, where she wanted her daughter to grab the opportunities presented to her, something Janelle wasn't able to do in her own life. Angelina Jolie has revealed that she went through quite a dark period in her life during her recent hiatus from Hollywood. The talented star, who's now made a triumphant return to the big screen portraying opera legend Maria Callas in Pablo Larraín's critically acclaimed biopic Maria, shared in a recent interview that she took a step back from the acting world after Marvel's Eternals, that came out in 2021, for reasons she'd rather not talk about, but which resulted in her feeling a lack of vitality and creativity. During this period, Jolie says, choosing what she worked on was a practical matter rather than a creative one, as she couldn't spare the time to go be on a movie set for months on end because she needed to be at home, focusing on being the best mom she could be to her 6 children, who she shares with her estranged ex-husband Brad Pitt. The former couple are still engaged in a nasty custody battle and legal woes involving ownership of their winery business. The Oscar-winning actress credited playing Maria as a pivotal moment in her recovery, stating that the project marked the beginning of her starting to come alive again, and that working with supportive collaborators helped her to reconnect with her creativity. Tom Cruise has a special new accolade to add to his trophy cabinet, as the actor has been recognized by the Department of the Navy with a Distinguished Public Service Award, the highest civilian honor the Navy can bestow on non-servicemen. According to a press release, the award celebrates Cruise's enduring support of the U.S. Navy in his creative endeavors, which of course began with the iconic classic Top Gun back in 1986. The massive success of that film led to a surge in naval recruitment. 36 years later, the arrival of the billion-dollar grossing sequel, Top Gun Maverick, in 2022, was not just an exercise in nostalgia, but also revitalized public interest in naval aviation, inspiring a whole new generation to explore careers in that sector. Speaking about the prestigious award, Tom expressed his gratitude, stating that he firmly believes in the tenet that to lead is to serve, and praised the military men and women he's worked with, while also crediting his cast and crew for helping bring the blockbuster stories to life. And at number 6 is Florence Pugh, who
Florence Pugh says it's really exhausting to be a woman in Hollywood.
Is that women in Hollywood face a myriad of extra challenges compared to their male counterparts. An experience the actress says is really exhausting. The Black Widow star got candid in a recent interview where she reflected on societal beauty expectations and the stereotypes imposed on female stars, pointing out the double standards where there are definite lines women must stay within, otherwise they're labeled a diva, demanding, or problematic. Pugh, who's been in the industry for a decade now, recalled seeing harmful headlines like those criticizing fellow star Keira Knightley's appearance, lamenting that women's talents are often overshadowed by scrutiny of their looks. A pigeonhole to British beauty has made clear she isn't willing to be put in, adding that she's lucky she's always been encouraged to speak her mind and happens to love challenging ideas that she doesn't like. The talented star has consistently pushed back against rigid beauty norms, whether through her fashion choices or speaking out about body positivity. She says her outspokenness is intended to inspire future generations to embrace their authentic selves and to start conversations regarding this largely taboo subject.
In depth.
When you look at this British star, the first thing that might come to mind is his role as Fiyero in the Wicked movies. But before joining the magical world of Oz, Jonathan Bailey had already built an impressive career that spanned stage, screen, and global acclaim. Born in the picturesque English town of Wallingford, Bailey grew up as the youngest of 4 siblings and the only boy. His love for acting was sparked at just 5 years old after seeing a production of the musical Oliver with his grandmother. Soon he was taking ballet lessons, learned piano and clarinet thanks to a music scholarship, and by 7, landed his first musical theater gig. By the age of 15, he had his own talent agent, choosing to skip drama school and carve out his own path. Jonathan's early career saw him bounce between stage and screen, appearing in shows like Bright Hair and Leonardo. But it wasn't until 2013, when he joined the first 2 seasons of the critically acclaimed series Broadchurch, that he started gaining wider recognition. Still, nothing could prepare him for the explosion of fame that came with Bridgerton in 2020.
Having had that come out in the middle of a pandemic was wild and really, brilliant. And
Jonathan Bailey, actor.
I love it, and I think it's such an amazing piece of television.
While he played a supporting role in the show's first season, the second season shifted its focus entirely to his character, Viscount Anthony Bridgerton.
To tell Anthony's story is a privilege. I've read the book, and he's a complicated fellow, and his relationship with Kate is very different to Series 1, but no less intoxicating, so it was great. And I think hitting certain scenes with Simone
You can follow him in G Bay Leaf.
was the highlight throughout, and it was such a good sort of companionship and teamwork vibe. So yeah, that's something that is going to be once in a lifetime that will never quite be the same again.
But then something even bigger happened.
ولكن بعد ذلك حدث شيء أخبر وذلك.
Wicked. Jonathan's portrayal of Fiyero in the film adaptation of the beloved Broadway musical took audience
Broadway movie فجأة جمهور.
by surprise. The seasoned stage performer was able
تمكن الفنان المسرحي المخضرم من تحويل شخصية إلى أكثر من مجرد الحبيب الساحر.
to turn his character into more than just a charming love interest, showing the world he was born to be a part of the magic of Oz. And of course, with that role came the thrill of live singing, showcasing his impressive vocal talents to the world.
Like singing, yeah. There's a lot of warming up in the trailer at the moment.
As Wicked became a worldwide sensation, the film marked a huge milestone in his already flourishing career, and Bailey has become a rising star, not just on screen, but also on the fashion scene, earning a reputation as a budding style icon. Jonathan is now a welcome guest at fashion shows, can be spotted on magazine covers, and is not afraid to experiment with his looks. Known for his effortless sophistication, the actor's fashion choices blend classic tailoring with bold contemporary flair. Whether he's walking the red carpet or attending high-profile events, he consistently makes a statement with his chic, polished looks. With his talent, charm, and fashion-forward outfits, Jonathan Bailey is definitely a name we'll be hearing for years to come. Later on in Celebrity Scoop, more of the stars who kept the internet.
لها كان مزيد من النجوم. Later on Celebrity Scoop.
and occupied this week. But first, Jennifer Lawrence's Dior-dominated red carpet style.
In the style of. That's it, everyone. That was a 9-minute Halga of Celebrity Scoop. Let's finish, because I have work to do. Thank you anyway for watching.
Incredibly smart woman with a doctorate in philosophical theology and a thriving business as a spiritual advisor. We're surprised she even has time to date. She and Garfield made several public appearances together throughout the year, until in October of 2024, Thomas wrote on Instagram that they'd broken up months ago. Sounds like Andrew Garfield is once again back on the market, ladies. Next time on Celebrity Scoop, we find out who are the hotties and the naughties of the week, and many more juicy details on your favorite celebs.
Whoa! Aww. I didn't know I would made a mistake in this Halka.
Mama nor Alfala during the COVID-19 pandemic. Pacino and Alfala welcomed a son named Roman in 2023, making him a father of 4. Unfortunately, in October of 2024, the movie icon declared himself to be single once more. Next time on Celebrity Scoop, we find out who are the hotties and the naughties of the week, and many more juicy details on your favorite celebs. Welcome to Celebrity Scoop, your